Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Shino. And last episode, we made the Rebel storage box. We went and gathered up a bunch of the basalt, put that in here, and then we were able to convert the basalt stone that was in here into gravel and sand. And we put that gravel and sand uh, into our sluice box. Now, I just left, so I'm not expecting to see a whole lot done out of here because we just left out that last episode. So, but what I want to do is just to kind of give me a little bit of sand, sand, sand. Okay, so that's all the sand. Okay, but we just want to kind of keep an eye on see that because one of the things that I noticed is this thing doesn't run like constantly. It's one of those things that seems like it every once in a while you have to like take something out and put something in to kind of get it to reset. In my test world, each day it seemed like it would run a little bit and then stop, and then the next day it would run a little bit more. So, yeah, if it's going to be like that, then definitely we're going to want to set up 2, 3, or 4 of these sluices over here and automate those so they go in. But what I want to do is I just got done cutting the grass in the house again, and I'm getting kind of tired of doing that. So I think it's time we probably put together some blocks, and I'm not sure if I want to do the fancy blocks, make the mortar, because that'll take quite a bit of lime, and I don't have a whole lot, but it might be good for in here, just to give us something. But definitely got to get rid of the grass in here. So something to think about. Not sure if I'm going to do that right now or not, but definitely something we're going to have to do here soon. Okay. So let's take a look at, the whole idea of setting this up is we need zinc. And we're still not finding zinc at a rate that we need to find it. I have been out and I've done a lot of mining, and I'm just not finding the zinc I'm looking for. But one of the things that we can do is we can recapture the zinc out of the zinc ingots that we found in the temporal tinker's room. And we can turn those into zinc bits, and each zinc bit will work just like a nugget. So technically, I mean, that's a lot of zinc just in that little bit right there if we're talking about making brass. So I thought that was probably going to be a good idea for doing that. So what we need to do is, I know I've got one brass piece here that I started on for making the screws. But if you remember, we said you probably need to make a plate out of it first. So I'm wondering, do I have enough zinc now to make um, some plates? And I don't know if I've got enough to make 8 plates, but we're gonna check and see if that may be something that we can do. And I just want to check and see if there's anything else for making plates. Now, I know in Hakobi-te we can. So I definitely, when we get into that point, we're definitely going to be wanting to do that. So no, I don't see any others. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math here. And and that's the other thing we've got to worry about. So this one still has 4 copper ingots in it. So we can't really mix anything in that. Okay. So it looks like first thing we probably ought to do here is get us a new crucible. So let me get that done and I'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Okay, so I did go ahead and make another crucible, and also made some more crocks too. If you're going to be firing up a pit, you don't want to just do one crucible, and that's a waste of resources there. But I'm going to try something here. I'm going to see if this will retain its memory when I break it. So let's do that. Put it back down. Cool. Okay, it's gone. So I got the copper out of there. So that was what I was wanting to do. But I'll have another crucible coming up here shortly, anyways. Okay, so let's get our brass. So no, we don't have enough really to make 8 plates. So what we're going to end up doing here is, oops, let me get those out of there. Well, it's too late now. So what we're going to end up doing here is we're just going to make 3 iron ingots, and then we'll put the and then we'll go ahead and form them into plates that way. So I'll get this down here and get this ready. And so you know, if I could have come up with enough zinc at this moment to make all 8, that would have been the ideal thing to do. So I could save durability on my hammers, but not going to be able to. And besides, I have 1 bar in here already that's already geared up for being a metal screw. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and at least get 1 more to add to that one. So we'll get that one turned into metal screws, and then the other 2 into plates, and then we'll heat them back up into metal screws. Or we may just go straight into metal screws with them. But okay, let me let this go, and I'll be back. All right, so we're going to pour these ingots up. And I'll just store this back over here for now. No rush. Okay, so I've been in here cooking. And I'm thinking... Now, I've already made some partially baked bread. And this is kind of a cool thing to do. You can partially bake the bread. And then I was able to get quite a few done all at once. I think I got all 10 done at one time. But you can partially bake the bread. Then whenever you need some you can throw it back in and finish cooking it. So whenever you cook it again, timer will reset on it as far as its spoilage time. So that is kind of cool. Put this over here. So I've got just a little more fat left. Sealing these. There, it's getting better. I mean, it's not a whole lot of food, but considering what we, considering that it is October, and we have food available to us, and we still have food out if we go out and about. So we haven't done a whole lot of hunting, so I'm not feeling too bad about that. But I've got a bunch of berries that need to be used up, and I'm kind of running out of grain. I'm running out of crocks until those come out. So I thought, I'll probably end up making me some. Let's see, I got some flax in there. So I thought I might make some dough and possibly make some pies out of it, but I don't know. Kind of rethinking it right now, so I'm gonna give it a moment to ponder it. Let's see if we can get this piece cooked before it goes out. Okay. Alright, so let me let those finish, and then I'll be back. I mean, we're going to try to get the rest of the screws made in this episode that we need, okay? So I'll be back. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and do it. So I made 3 cranberry pies. Used up the rest of the cranberries that I had, and I made a mistake on my dough, so I ended up only getting 3 pies, but that's okay. And I've got some food here, so actually, I mean, we're not too bad. Like I said, it's now November, so we've spent a month inside the house. That seems weird in this episode, but well. And let's see, 4 o'clock in the morning. I hear a lot of drifters out there, but we'll go. Okay, so we've got our ingots. So I need to get that copper one out of there, put that one in there. That up and grab our... Oh, that's right. It's on me. And we're going to need that worked piece also. I don't think I can put the worked piece in here at the same time. Nope. So we're going to have to do this 2 steps here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll take and put the work piece in there first. We'll fire it up. Then I'll get to working on that, and then I'll go and put the other piece on. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Now let's see. How is this going over here? Hey, look. Our first piece of zinc. So, yeah, I mean, it's at this rate we're not gonna solve all of our zinc problems. But I think probably putting 2 or 3 of these going simultaneously, that might be the thing to do. Yeah, I think that might be the thing to do. So let's see, that one. Put the silver. What did I do with that zinc? Did I not grab it? Nope, I didn't. Grab that copper out of there too. Okay. Where are we at here? 836, that's close. We'll put one more piece of charcoal there. 2 more. And grab our hammer. Grab that one. Put that one in. Okay, and I think we just come in here with the heavy hits right now. Just to spread it out a little bit. Those not back up. And I think I can actually might be able to grab those. Go. And like I said, I think making these with a plate probably would be the smart thing to do. If you had a way of automating the plates, you know, using the health hammer, something where you're not going to be using durability on your hammer so much. Okay, this thing should be about ready. Okay. I'm going to go back and doing the heavy hits here. Just to spread it out a little bit. And then I'm going to use these to draw down to me. Why is it not drawn down? Okay, I'll be back when this is done. So I'm almost done with this, and I got to thinking about something. Comments that some people made about how expensive this mod seems, and I had commented and said, you know, yeah, there is a risk reward involved in this. But one thing I do want to point out is I am kind of rushing this mod. This isn't meant to be like an early game mod. You know, most people probably wouldn't be getting into Hakobi-te until after they have a health hammer going, and probably a good production system in place prior to starting this mod. So a lot of this stuff that I'm running, a lot of the problems I'm running into right now with this, as far as resources, everything goes, is because I'm kind of rushing the mod a little bit. So just want to mention that. Keep that in mind if you're thinking about using this mod in your own world. Probably not something you're going to be doing early game. Okay. So we have been working on everything here. What we've been working on in this is kind of getting into the early electricity part of it and working on the primitive electric generator. So if we take a look, we've already made the wire. We've got that done. We have we've got the screwdriver. Now we've got the brass screws, and so we need to work on this part here. So we need to make the machine plate. So drilled machine plate is what we're looking for. That is made out of that is a smithing item. So I think for this one, this might be a good situation where I'll make the 8 plates here, and then we can smith and just knock out just a little bit that we need on there. So let me see if I can get this together. And we've got 15 bronze ingots, and I don't think you can't melt those again, can you? No, you can't. Okay. Oh, but we can recover those, can we not? Because I know, I mean, I've already made them, and it seems like a waste of charcoal, but I think the timing of how much it's going to take to do this might benefit us. Yes, we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15, and we need a total of 16 ingots worth. So for that, we're going to need 2 more cassiterite and 18 copper. So that should 320. That should get us what we need there. So let's test it and see. 318. 2. Oh, it won't let us do that, will it? Won't let us do that. You know what, though? I know what we can do. We can do this. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, so what I pondered, I was thinking about this, and I thought, well, I've got 2 crucibles now because I had the one that was finished up in there. So I'm going to put this crucible with the 15 ingots worth of 10 bronze back here, and we're going to heat it up. And when it's just about done, we'll start heating this one up, which has enough for 1 ingot of 10 bronze in it. And then we'll pour the 15 in there. We'll add the 1 to it. And Bob's your uncle will have our 16 ingots and our 8 plates taken care of. Okay? So I'm going to let this keep going. And then I'll be back. So wanted to fill this thing back up and got to thinking, you know, with the temperatures getting cold, that water might freeze and that would shut this whole thing down. So I just went ahead and just put some half slabs over the top of it. We'll see if that keeps it from freezing. But I wanted to fill that thing back up. My rubble hammer is burned up, so I'll have to make another one. And let's take a look. Anything else? Hey. Not too bad. 2 more zinc. So cool. All right. So let's see where we at. Oh, you know what I did? I went off and forgot it. Let's get our coal in there. Okay. But there's 2 more zinc nuggets, so that's pretty good. That's enough for half of ingot. Brass, but I think we're about done with what we need for the brass. Okay, so let me let this keep going and I'll be back, and I promise I won't let it burn out again. Alright, we're pouring the first one. Now this is the one that just has 100 in it. That one's going in first. And this one, we're getting there. I'll be back. Okay, we are almost there. There it is. Okay. So now we should be able to, and hopefully we don't get into the glitch. But we should be able to pour this all into here. $1,600. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I forgot the charcoal. Okay, so that's going to pour up into our 8 plates, and then I'll form those into the pieces that we need. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you're enjoying this. The QP Tech, like I said, it's kind of a hard start. Probably shouldn't be doing this right now, but you know, necessity is the mother of invention. So look at that. See, another piece of zinc. So this is going to work out pretty good for us. I think this is going to get us what we need, but I think we're over that hump, that initial hump, and we can start using the benefits of the QP Tech electricity here pretty quick. So, all right, folks, thanks for being with me. This is Shino, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.